So we completed discussing, right, all the topics. We have left with one small topic. That's the reason I asked you to join today. So we discussed, will be done. Remember in the starting workflow, I was telling this one. Once HDTM data sets.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Once HDTM data sets or ADAM data sets are ready, what you have to do it? First, you have to convert them into XPT files. Using that XPT files, you have to use the Pinnacle 21 tool. Okay. Using that Pinnacle 21 tool, you have to generate the P21 reports and define that Excel. Okay. So today I'll show you this one only. How to generate the XPT files, how to use the Pinnacle 21 tool, how to generate the P21 reports and define that Excel. Clear? Okay. Okay. So this is the HDTM workflow, right? Now we are done up to HDTM dataset. See, using HDTM datasets, using SAS tool only, we have to generate the XPT files. Once XPT files are ready, we have to use this Pinnacle 21. Okay, we have to use this Pinnacle 21. This Pinnacle 21, it's a community version. There are two types of versions in Pinnacle also. Community version and enterprise version. Okay, community is the free version. Everyone can install. Okay, I just go to Google. You can also download this one. Just give search with Pinnacle 21 download. You can see here download option. Just download for the Windows. Once you download, just install. Once you install, it will ask for login. Just skip the login. Once you skip the login, this page will appear. Okay. Using this P21 report, using Pinnacle 21, how to generate the validation report and define that XML, I'll show you. Before that one, just I'll explain how to generate the XPT files, first of all. Okay. See. Okay. First of all, take the HDTM datasets as the input. Where you stored all your HDTM datasets, you would have stored all your HDTM final output datasets in one location, right? So take that dataset, that location as the input. And where you want to store your XPT file. Previously the XPT files are there, I'm deleting now. I'll create now only again. So in this location, I want to store my XPT file. So two locations you have to take it. One is your HDTM location, and then is another is XPT location. Okay. I'm writing the lib name. HDTM library I'm creating for HDTM input data sets. Lib name target. Here I am going to store my XPT files. Okay. I have to use a command called export. So this command will export a normal data set to the XPT. So simply write one proc copy. Your input data set is HDTM library, your output library is target library. Two library names you have to write. Select first of all which data set you are copy from the HDTM to target. So while it will copy, okay, you will copy to a copy of the XPT file. See, just run the program. Done. You're copying HDTM DM to target DM. See, your target location is the XPT files location. Check. DM XPT file is created. 603-2023. Like this, in the same way, you have to do it for all other domains as well. In SDTM, you have other domains. For example, AE domain is there. So generate AE XPT file. Okay, in the select statement, select AE. Now AE domain, AE dataset will copy from SDTM to target library. It will copy it. So while copying, it will convert and it will store into XPT file. Right? And you have one more also, when the MH is ready. You can take MH as well. Okay. Take MH XPT file is ready. Okay. So like this, you have to do it for all other datasets as well. Convert all your SDTM datasets to XPT files. You are not supposed to only limited number of datasets. You are not supposed to work, and you're not supposed to generate XPT files. You can generate it, but while using the Pinnacle 21 tool, you have to use all XPT files. That's the reason. So in the same pattern, you have to convert all your SDTM datasets to XPT files. Either you write the code individually or you write some macro also, you have to do it same way. You have to convert all your output domains to XPT files. Either individually you can do it, or else write some create a macro. Your wish. Okay. So once all your XPT files are ready now, or your XPT files are ready, you can't open this one. This is just XPT form. This is a format as well. This has export transport file. So now your XPT files are ready. Now see about using this XPT files. First, I'm going to generate the Pinnacle 21 report. Let's see how to generate the Pinnacle 21. Open a tool. Go to validator. Okay. So engine, you don't need to select anything. By default, the system will take standard. Now, which Pinnacle 21 report you are generating for SDTM or RMS? Because for both we need to generate. So if you're going for the SDTM, select the SDTM. So which implementation guide you follow? To create this SDTM dataset, which implementation guide you follow? 3.2 version, select the 3.2 version. And your input source format, obviously XPT file, so export. Now browse. So here I generated only 3 XPT files I'm selecting, but in real time, you are supposed to browse all XPT files, means all SDTM datasets. Okay. Why? Because so what we are doing here, we are generating the validation report. What it will validate? It will validate whatever the datasets you have generated. It will validate with your SDTM implementation guide. Means did you follow the same standards or not? Same as per 3.2 implementation guide standard, you prepared the SDTM datasets or not? It will validate. It will throw warnings and errors in the report. While it is validating, it is validate with the implementation guide, and also it will validate internal datasets as well. For example, in DM domain, you mentioned the 100 subjects. In AE domain, if you go and check, I found 101 subjects. One extra subject I found, it is not available in DM domain. It's wrong, right? In DM domain, if you have 100, definitely 100 only should be there. Or any of those 100 subjects should be there. If you have something new, means it definitely wrong. So like this, between the data sets also, it will compare and it will give a report. That's the reason we have to upload all XPT files. In SDTM dataset, what you are finally in as per specification, what are the datasets are there, all the things together we have to upload. Convert all the dataset to XPT, upload all XPT files. Okay. Next, HDTM implement control terminology. So which control terminology used to derive this HDTM datasets? Remember what is control terminology? CT, code list. Remember this document? HDTM control terminology. So you, for your study, which date control terminology you followed, that date you have to select here. Okay, so your data sets will be validated with that control terminology. Means those control terminologies properly you populated or not, it will check. And also, see, dictionaries are there. Present, I don't have this Medra dictionary, WHO dictionary, and all. In real time, you will be having that file. You can install, just click install now. It will ask for browsing location. Okay, which version you want. Okay, 25.0 version if you mention. It will ask the 25 version. It will be available in real time. Just browse that file. Okay, browse that file and give install. Simple. Similarly, WHO version also. So browse where your WHO file is there. Select that one, install. Similarly, Lionic also which dictionary you used. The dictionary version you have to select. Okay. This snow IDs also it will be available in your study. In the real-time study, they will give some snow number. If you have, can add that one as well. These two are not much required. By default, it will take it. Whenever you use this, Pinnacle 2022. Okay. So these three are important. Medra, WHO, Lionic. These are the three dictionaries we have in HDTM, right? So we have to make sure those dictionaries also should be uploaded because with that, if any Medra data, WHO data, we are deriving the decode variables, right? In AE domain, AE decode variables, MH domain, MH decode variables. So those decode values also populated correctly or not, it will validate. So that's the reason we need to add those dictionaries as well. Once you add the dictionaries, that's it. Just click the validate. It will take 1 or 2 minutes time. It will validate all your whatever the PPT files you have uploaded. All those data sets will be validated. Okay, see, validation is completed. Say your validation report stored in this location. You can go and open that location. I can open from here as well. So just open there. See, Pinnacle 21 validator report. It will be called validation report or P21 report, Pinnacle report. Everything will be same. Okay. So observe mainly in this P21 report, what are the tabs you have? What are the sheets you have? Validation summary, data summary, issue summary, details, tools. Let's see in each tab what type of information you have. The first tab, the validation summary. See here. Here you have what you selected. Okay, while you generating the validation report, what are things you selected? See, implementation guide. Okay, control terminology version, and which date you generated. Okay, unique ID, Lionic IDs. Okay, in which engine it is working, which software. These details are available. It is also showing problems with your validation installation detected, which may cause inaccurate validation. Because see, Medra is we are not installed, right? And Snow ID also we did not get. That's the reason it's throwing. In real time, you won't get this one because it will be available there. You can directly just connect, you can validate. You won't get these warnings in the real time while you are validating. Okay. See, now data set summary tab. So here it will show you processed sources, unprocessed sources. So 3 XPT files uploaded, 3 are processed. See, AE, demographic, MH. So in each file, how many records you have, how many are rejects are there, how many are errors are there, how many warnings are there. Okay. Let's see, issue summary, in detailed summary. So here, see, first of all, global summaries. If you observe here, missing of TA data set, TE, TS, LB, VS, CX, DSE. Why you are getting this missing data set errors and warnings? Why? Because I told you, right? You have to upload all your SDTM data sets, all your trial design models as well, before generating the P21 report. If you upload like this, you won't get these errors or warnings. All this you won't get. Okay, clear? And next, see each domain, what are the warnings you have? These are the warning messages. So what you have to do it here, what's your work is in real time. Okay, just you have to write one comment tab. You have to give the comments, you have to give the justification for each comment. Each warning you are getting, right? For example, DM domain, if you observe here, SDTM required variable actam is not found. Actam code also not found. So it's showing as error reject. Correct, right? Actam code is a required variables. You are not added in your SDTM datasets. You are supposed to add, right? You are not added. You just added ARM and ARM code. That is also missing values. But actam code you are not added. So that's an error. So what you have to do it for these type of warnings? You have to programming update required. You have to go back to your program, update your code. Okay. Same. Actam also same. Update your code. Programming update is required. You have to go back to your code and add those two variables as well, actam and actam code. Okay, once you update it, generate again SDTM dataset, DM dataset, generate XPT file, again from the XPT file, generate again P21 report. That time these two errors will go. You have to minimize your errors. That is the task here. By end of the day, it should be 0 errors, 0 rejects. It's a limited warnings you have. That warnings also you have to justify here. For example, here, ARM and ARM code. What is the null value for ARM variable marked as a required and null value for ARM code is marked as a required. Because generally, if it is a required variable, what is the meaning of required variable? The values cannot be null, right? But here, see, observe here, ARM and ARM code is a null values are there. Why you generated a null value? Because in the specification they did not give it. Because the raw data you don't have variable to assign the ARM and ARM code, you are getting missing. So it's a data issue. So for a data issue cases, you have to raise a data issue. Remember, I show you a data issue log. For example, in DM domain, variable for ARM and ARM code variable, we received a missing values for these two variables. You have to write a data issue like this and you have to send to the CDM team, clinical data management team. So what they will do, they'll rectify the raw data and they'll tell you when to use the latest raw data set. So that time, when you have values for ARM and ARM code, assign those values Again generate the DEM data set. Again generate the XPT files. From the XPT files, again, if you generate the P21 report, these two warnings, these two errors also will be correct. So this is the data issue. So check data issue raised or not. If the data issue not raised, go and raise the data issue. Simple. Okay. See, race was not found. Race is a extensible code list. Not found a race extensible code list means you have to go and check. Okay, in detail also you can check. Details tab go. For which race values you have a problem. Okay, just sorted here. I'm taking the DM domain. See the for a race variable. See, race I'm capturing as a other. Okay. Why it is not capturing? Why it is not taking the other values? It means you are uploaded the control terminology, right? In that control terminology, maybe that other values are not there. Generally, see, for example, this GTM control terminology, if you take, check for a race, what is there? What are the values you need to populate? Only these values you need to populate. American Indian, Asian, Black, Native Hawaiian, not reported, unknown, or white. There is no other values are there. You're not supposed to populate any other button. Keep it as a missing, also no problem, or keep it as a not reported. But you populated the other value, so that's the as per control terminology. This other is not there. In the latest control terminology, it is there actually, but this is an old control terminology. That's the result, this other value is not there. So it is throwing an error in the Pinnacle control. So again, for these type of scenarios also, you have to go and update your code. Remove the other there. Try to don't populate the other values. Okay, programming update required. Simple. DTH, DTC, DTHFL also expected variable, but data is not available. These are expected variables. Variables must be added in the final data set. You are not added. That's the reason it's throwing an error. Throwing a warning. Programming update required. Okay. See, variable label mismatch. Check which data set variable label is mismatch. In detail information you have right. Okay, here. You observe. See. Variable label mismatch. See, which variable? The variable name and label. What is the value? See, variable is country variable. And label you are representing as a country, CONTRY. Why it is showing a label mismatch? Go and check your implementation, right? What is the label they are given? See, for example, if you observe country variable, what is the country variable I give label? Country only, but C is capital, prop case. But here, you capture the country label as a CONTRY. C is a small letter. Check in the data set level as well. Whatever values here only, that is only this displayed there as well. See. Label, it is small letter equal. That's the reason it's throwing an error. Like this small things as well also. This Pinnacle 21 will throw an error. Okay, go and update your code. Make the label as a top case. And then run your code. This warning will also will go. In the similar fashion, every warning you have to check and you have to write your justification. Only three types of justifications majorly will come. Either program update required, or else the data issue, or else you can justify the data. As per the raw data, the values are populated. Sometimes you can write a justifications. Like this, you have to fill all your comments. Okay. So issue summary tab, we have each issues. In each issue, detailed information available here. Means which domain, which record, how many counts are there, which variable, which values are populated. What is that error message? If you did not understand this message, what you have to do? Click this, okay, link, this number is there, right? Just click here. It will go to rules tab. In the rules tab, you have in detailed rule information. So this is the message I'm populating. SDTM dataset variable label mismatch. What is that description? See, variable labels in the dataset should match the variable labels described in the SDTM implementation guide. When creating a new domain, variable labels could be adjusted as appropriate, properly convey the meaning in the context of the data being submitted. Whichever error, okay, if you did not understand any meaning of that variable, see, DTM expected variable, details is not one. Click this one. It will come here. Okay. In detail description, it will be variable description implementation guide as expected should be included in the dataset. Means if it is required, expected means must be included in the dataset. So rules tab, you have that information, detailed description information here. Means why these warnings or errors are populated based on the rules only. This Pinnacle 21 will work on the rules. So all the implementation guide details, they are formed in the form of rules, and they cross check all these rules. If the rules are satisfied, then it will not throw error. If you are not satisfied, definitely it will throw an error. If it is satisfied, no problem. Clear? This is the work you have in the Pinnacle 21. Generated Pinnacle 21, your work is you have to write this comments there. Write a comments. Okay, if programming update required, go and do the programming update, run your code again, minimize your errors and all. Now, this is the repetition work again. Okay, so every time you have to repeat the same work. How your real-time work I told you? Remember in the starting, I gave a workflow. Remember this topic, okay? How the work will be, how the production and validation will happen. So first time when you got a raw data, for the first time only you write a program. You will prepare the SDTM datasets. The SDTM dataset you will pass to Adam team. Adam team also they'll write a Adam course. They prepare the Adam datasets. Again, Adam people once the datasets are ready. If any tables and listings are there, these tables and listings they will prepare. Again, after 1 month, if you got again new data, again you need to write a new code. Already rerun the existing codes. Already SDTM codes are ready. Just rerun the codes, prepare SDTM datasets. Once your SDTM datasets are ready, here only your P21 will also start. Then we will going to generate the P21 report. Okay, here also generate the P21. Once the datasets are ready, convert into XPT file, generate the P21 report. Every time this is the work. Repeat. After 1 month, again you'll get a fresh data, run your codes, generate the datasets, generate XPT files, generate the P21. Adam people also will do the same thing. Once the SDTM datasets are ready, rerun Adam codes, generate Adam dataset, generate Adam P21 report. Same Adam also. Once Adam dataset ready, in the next run also same thing. It will repeat. You are working for one project means lifelong your for 3 years, 4 years project will be there. Every month same work. For the first time only you write a program. After that you won't write a program. You just rerun the existing programs. As per the data, if any small log issues they will come, you will adjust your little bit code and you run the code. Clear? So every time when you run the P21 report, what will happen? Programming updates will be go off. For the first time, it will go off everything. These data issues you raise, right? So if every time when you raise the data issues, when they'll give the new data, right? These CDM people, whatever they will do, so they'll check our validation, our data issue things. they'll rectify these data issues in the next data run and they'll rectify. So when you run the next time, when you rerun, these data issues also will run. Sometimes new data issues also will come in the next time when we run. Just again, those data issues, you have to come and update it. So that is the work. The new data will come, run a code, generate a P21 record. It's repeat. So every time you have to minimize your warnings and errors. And errors should be zero mandatorily, but warnings alone, you have to minimize the warnings. You have to write a justification. Clear? Clear everyone, P21 report? That's it. So as explained this one, because everyone will, all whoever work, at least if you work for SDTM team also, you have to work on the Pinnacle 21 tool. Your interviewer also will ask a question saying that did you work on P21? If you say yes, then they'll ask a question whether you really work or not. How can you know? How they can know? So they'll ask a question. Tell me that okay, what are the tabs you have in a P21 report? Remember this tabs name, and also tell in which tab what type of information is there. Tell that information also. And third, what you will do generally in a P21, you will write this comments tag. Okay, each issue will justify like this. That is the work. You have to tell these points to the interviewer, then you will know that okay, you really worked on a Pinnacle 21. Okay, clear? Any questions, anyone? Okay. Once your Pinnacle is ready, at the time of final submission, okay, you have to derive this define.xml as well. How to create a define XML. Let me show you that one as well. Okay, close here. See, go to define XML. So two things are there. First, you have to create a define spec. Once you create a define spec, if you upload that spec here, the define XML will be created. Okay. First important thing is creating the spec only, it will take a time. Then upload that XML, it will create a format. The specification will be converted into XML format. Okay, what you have to do? How to generate a define spec? See, first browse. So same like XPT files, you have to browse. Okay, which implementation you got followed? These are SDTM, right? SDTM 3.2 version. So create a spec. Simple. Click, it will create a specification. Done. It's complete. Open a spec. You have so many tabs here. Okay, you have to fill all these tabs. That is the work. So completely some Excel work. So define. Okay, you have to write what is your study name, study description, protocol name. These are missing. You have to write those things manually. You have to type. Okay, so it will show. So the labels and it was not came. You have to give the labels as well. So what are the data sets? Some information it will directly from the data set it will pull and it will create a spec. Which are missing, okay, you have to write those things. For example, in AE domain, variables tab. In AE domain, what are the variables are there? It will pull all this data. In DM domain, what are the variables are there? In the AMH domain, what are the variables? See? The remaining columns are there, right? You have to fill those columns. How to fill these columns as well? This is what work. You have to prepare this. You have to prepare the specification manually. Okay. Let me show you for one define spec. How to fill. Okay. So let us take one DM domain if you observe. See, for each variable, you have an origin here. Okay, there are the origins we have. Either particular variable, how programmatically you did it. You have to open your specification, you have to open your program, both you have to keep it ready. How the particular variable you derived. So there are every variable you either you will assign the variable or else you take it from the protocol or else it is taken from the CRF or you will be derived. Okay, if it is protocol or if it is from the assigned, okay, what you have to do, keep it the origin as a protocol or assigned. Then go to comments, okay, here in the comments. Mention that variable name, study ID. Study ID is a common variable for all the variables will come, so give us a comment. Study ID. And this comment information will be available in the comments tab. So for the study ID variable, how you derive the description, you have to write it here. So I am set to this study name. This study name I was assigned. That's the meaning. Like this for every variable. See, next is domain variable. How the domain variable? How the domain variable? So domain variable origin is assigned. I just assign the domain values, right? DM domain. DM dot domain. How you assign? What are the values you assign? It should be available in the comments tab. Set to DM. Like this, every variable you have to write it. Now, the third is unique subject ID. Unique subject ID variable you are derived. You are not assigned, it is derived. So you have to write in a method stub. So in a method stub, give me that variable. How that variable was derived, you can see in the method stub. Unique subject ID, how was derived? What is the description? And derived by combining the study ID and subject ID variable. You can take it from the specification. You can copy already specification it is available. From the specification, you can copy paste here. Like this, every variable. See, subject ID. Subject ID are assigned to the subject variable. Okay. So in the comments column, you just write tm.subject ID. In the comments tab, write that how you assign to the demographic subject variable. If it is from the CRF, for example, RFST DTC, RFVN DTC, and treatment start dates and end date, it will be collected in the CRF page. Okay. So origin will be CRF. In the CRF, which CRF page? You have to mention the page numbers there. So if it is an origin is CRF, you have to open your CRF, annotated CRF also. Go and check where these details are available. We can just give the page numbers. Okay. Like this every time. For example, age variable is there. Age variable you are assigned. So you are derived. So dm.h. How you did the derivation? It will be available in the text. And make sure you are not supposed to write a variable names directly. Generally, what is the meaning RFICDTC minus RFSTD, BRDS, right? But you are not supposed to write a variable names here. Here we have to write in CRF page, what is the way, in which page you have, in which column you have. That details you have to write it here. This is so much of work, okay? It will take 1 or 2 months of time to fill this specification itself. Because every variable detailed you have to go how to derive, you have to check specification, you have to check your code, and you have to check your CRF page. All the 3 things you have to check, then you have to write in a defense page. This is the last at the time of submission, we'll submit to the FDA, right? At the time of submission, we'll prepare this defense page. Once you fill all these tabs, then upload this specification into generated define Excel. Browse here. Okay, browse here, upload that specific that define spec. Once your define spec is ready, right? Just open, just browse and generate. Okay, it will create a define.excel. Define the XML. It won't open directly. You need a Internet Explorer, that one, or else in which path if you want, Edge will try. It won't open that much simply. Let's say .xml. Okay, that's .xml format. To open that one, you need a Chrome or and then Internet Explorer should be there. I mean, generally in real time, we'll open Internet XML. If you have it directly, you can. Okay, that's it. This is how you have to generate. This is at the time of final submission. And two more documentation work also is there. HDRG and ADRG. HDRG is nothing but clinical data, clinical study data reverse state. ADRG is analysis data reverse state. So in HDRG, all SDTM dataset information you have to write. Means each data set, okay, it's like a Word document, you have to prepare one Word document. Okay. In HDRG, you have to mention totally how many data sets you prepare. In each data set, okay, what type of information will be there. So for example, take DAM domain. DAM domain, what is the topic variable? DAM domain will give which information. Okay, while deriving the DAM domain, did you deviate anything? Okay, do you take any deviations, anything? Okay, those details you have to capture in HDRG. Now, DM is done. Next AE. Okay, what is AE domain? What is AE domain information? In AE domain, what type of information is there? What is the topic variable? You have to describe, you have to write some paragraph. 2-3 lines, you have to write it. Like this, every domain you have to in detail, you have to write it and you have to give to them. Similarly, for ADRG, all the add-on data sets, you have to prepare one Word document. Generally, this ADRG, SDRG, define XML, 8 to 9 years experience, senior principal statistical programmers will be there. They'll use to write all these things. Okay, up to 2 to 3 years or 3 to 4 years experience candidates, they will up to Pinnacle 21 work on it. These are all experienced people will do, but I was explaining all these things as well because at least you should have know the terminology also, right? At least to have knowledge. Because tomorrow if you go for an interview, if the interviewer will ask, you cannot be blank. You cannot be surprised what is HDRG, what is ATRG, what is dependent XML. Okay, these are the final documentation we'll submit at the time of the submission. Okay. Okay, that's it. I have for P21 defense. Any questions, anyone? You can ask me any questions. Let's check. Anything, anyone? I mean, in general questions also can ask. So we are done with the training. So today I will send complete class notes. I will send. I think TLF notes I already sent right yesterday, day before yesterday. Listings and tables separately I sent, right? Already sent this one. Today I'll send P21 samples, defense samples also. And this is the final interview questions I'll give. Already basis and advanced as interview questions I gave, right?
Yeah, so Darshan, you send it.
I sent this one, right? Base and advanced I sent.
Yeah.
Clinical SAS, I see. See, SGTM, I have separate SGTM interview questions. Okay. You can prepare these interview questions. And I have a few more as well. Theoretical questions, if you have any theoretical questions, they'll ask. These are theoretical questions. Company based also I prepared something. Not this one. Yeah. We'll go for Novartis, Accenture. Okay. Civil, Quintiles. These are common interview questions. Company based also I prepared some interview questions. I'll share these one as well. Okay. And also 3 test papers I sent, I remember. Correct? Similarly, you have 4 and 5, 6 as well. So you can practice these 4, 5, 6 as well. These 6 test papers are important. Okay, because most of your interview questions will cover from the 6 test papers. So everyone keep these papers ready and write your answers. Okay, revise it before you go for interview. Clear? So these interview questions also I'll share. And also sample resumes. Okay, so some sample resumes I'm sending. Okay. And in the resumes, to keep your project descriptions, I'm giving the project descriptions as well. According to your profile, keep your descriptions as well. And some roles and responsibilities separately, I give some roles and responsibility. You can use and you can edit these things as well. Okay. So prepare your resumes, send me for review. I'll review your resumes and I'll call you separately. If any changes are required, I'll tell you what changes are required. Okay. Clear?
Yeah, clear, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So I'll send one WhatsApp group as well. Okay. If any job openings or anything there, I'll post it directly. Okay, you can also refer from there. Clear?
I have general question here.
Yeah.
So in the resume, if I kept like that, if I worked in pulmonology like cardiology department like that, in the interview, will they ask the drug name and everything like that?
No.
No?
They ask also, you're not supposed to tell. Okay. Remember, in interview, never tell your client name, never tell your drug name.
Okay.
Even if you ask, tell them straightforward, I'm not supposed to tell. That's a rule.
Oh, okay.
If you tell also, they'll also feel like, okay, tomorrow if from that company to, if you change it to another company also, they'll also, we will reveal our drug name, our company name to the outside. That's a rule, okay? You're not supposed to reveal.
So only,
you can straightforward, you can tell that, okay, I'm not supposed to tell the client name. That's a rule for my company. And I'm not supposed to tell the drug name. I work for a study. You can ask, they'll ask a technical questions only. But generally, most of people don't want to ask. They'll ask, okay, which domains you work, SDTM, okay, which domains you work, Adams, which domains you work, what type of tables you work. Like this, okay, which, we then ask, okay, we work at AE domain, okay, they'll ask a questions and a domains. Okay. Which they'll ask questions like, okay, which phase at least, phase they'll ask, which phase 2 or phase 3.
Okay. So in general, what? Yeah. So like phase 1, phase 2 or phase 3, it is better to tell like that, right?
Phase 2 or phase 3. Better tell phase 2 only. If you have done phase 3, because only number of subjects will change. Phase 2.
Yeah.
Same work.
Okay.
Okay. Better to go with my suggestion, better go with SDTM experience only. Because general, I told you in the starting also, right? No one will work all the 3 things. 90% people will not work all the 3 people. All the 3 things, SDTM, Adams, and Taylor. Okay. So either you will work in SDTM team or an Adam team or Taylor team. Basically, 3 to 4 experienced people will work on a SDTM team only. Okay, if you have more experience, they'll keep it in Adam, because Adam you need experience because so many variables to derive. Okay, there is a derivation study specific variables. We need an experience for Adam. So, but SDTM or everyone start with SDTM. So go with SDTM only. Max tables and listings also. If you are confident in the programming side, then keep tables and listings. That's an easy thing also. Only little hard in interview is if you keep Adams only, because Adam you have so many variables, so many flags will be there. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, okay, Sudarshan. So, what is the ODS
Recording
for the
stopped.
SDTM and everything?
What is
So,
that?
Adam, output delivery system, ODS. So, in what way we are going to store it after generating the data sets?
The ODA system tables and listings I shown you, right? Using ODA system, we generating the final output reports, right?
Huh.
That's it. They'll give the path, okay? They'll give. See, in real time also same folder structure will be there. They'll give one project, okay? One folder they'll tell you. In the folder where your input data sets has to store, where your SDTM output are, where the raw data sets are there, where SDTM data sets has to store, where Adam data sets has to store. For example, reports are generated, where you store the listings, okay, where you store your output tables. So this is the location. This is the ODA. On ODA system, you have to give this location. You have to copy this location. You have to give it in your code. Same way, there also in real time also it will be same.
Okay.
You don't need to connect any servers and all. Same folder they will give.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So don't be in a saying that okay, how the real time will be. In real time also same way. How I give a raw data set, a specification, a CRF4. Same thing they'll do. By seeing the specification, you have to write a code for the first time. I told you, right? This is for the first time only. You are maybe you joined a new company, it's already project was running, already codes are available, means you don't need to write a code again. You just rerun the codes. Just if it is little bit under any changes was happened, you have to do the changes. If any little changes with right, you do the little changes. Okay. That's the reason entering to the SaaS industry only, you have to be struggle. Once you enter, you definitely will survive. That's for sure. Okay. Entering to the industry only to let you have to put efforts to crack an interview. If you crack an interview means definitely you will survive. Okay. Keep that confidence. So what I will suggest to every batch, okay, you start attending the interviews. Once you start attending interviews, what will happen? You will get to know what type of interview questions they are asking. Okay, attend the interview. Even if you fail, also no problem. What you will do immediately after 1 or 2 hours, sit and write what are the questions they are asked. Take a paper, write all the questions they ask. Like this, you repeat the same thing for 2 to 3 interviews. From the 4th interview, you get to know what questions they are asking. That's a constant questions every time. Write the questions, write the answers. Keep the papers ready. Just before going for an interview, refer that papers. Okay. Okay, fine then. Now you can ask me anything. That's it I have. You can also call me individually if you have, once your resume was ready, send me your resumes. Okay?
Sir?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Every time the calls will be there, or any specific time period is there? Like
No, every time you'll be having. Okay, see, if you go for a fresher only, you need to struggle. Okay, fresher comparatively very less openings for fresher. You have to be struggle. But if you go with the 2 to 3 years experience, right? Every time you'll be having calls.
with with this knowledge, whatever you have told us, bro. With this
Hmm.
knowledge, can we go with 2 to 3
You
years
can go up to
experience
4
and
to 5
can
years
we
also.
survive?
You can go up to 5 years experience, okay?
if we are thorough with this.
With this thorough is this, you can go up to 5 years. So now your scenario, whether you, as per your profile, whether you are fitting into 1 to 2 years experience, or 2 to 3, 3 to 4 years. The profile to profile based.
Yes.
Okay? So in your profile, which one is suiting, you can suit accordingly, then you can go.
Sir, but we are, sir, we are, hello?
Yes, my book.
Sir, but we are not that much perfect with this SGTM domains, ADAM domains, and these all those things, na, sir. Then we have to
Sir,
be.
then you are confident for which one? If you're confident for SGTM, go with only SGTM experience. Don't keep Adam TLF experience. Tell them in your current project you work for only SGTM. You have only SGTM team only there. Don't tell Adam TLF are there.
Okay, sir.
But you have to be confident at least one SGTM and tables are listing that list.
One thing I have doubt, sir, that even though if we are writing a codes for the domains, the DML and all those things, we have to write the code for supplement domains also, na?
Yeah, you have to write supplement domains. I gave a reference code, right? Supplementary domain code is constant code. I gave a code, that's a constant code. Every time you have to use the same code. Go and check real-time codes also, it will be constant. It will be there for every supplementary domain, same code. Same way, write a code. Supplementary code is simple thing.
Sir, our actually we are not that much compared to others. I don't know, sir, but as per my concern, I have to be concentrate on these domains and all those things, sir, in a way, because why means
you have to now we completed, right? Now you have time. You have to brush up everything. You start attending interviews. Okay, don't see, no one will be 100% knows everything. Don't be to build your confidence. Okay, no one will be 100%.
Okay, sir. Okay.
That's why you start attending interview. Okay, you start attending the interview, you get to know what you know, what you don't know.
Okay, sir. Okay.
If you fail in that interview, also no problem. Okay, you will get number of calls. For SaaS, you have an advantage is you have number of calls.
Okay,
if you fail that interview also, after 1 month, that same company guy will call you again to sit for the interview. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Or else you could take the 2 phone numbers, 2 email IDs, but until you get a confidence, take with the alternative phone number, alternative email ID, you apply. You attend interview. Even if you fail also, no problem.
Okay, sir.
Take another phone number, you attend. Once you get a confidence. But don't wait until, you start attending interview. That's what I was questioning. So if you attend interviews, you will know where you are.
Okay, sir.
Okay? They won't ask, they won't ask you to write a code in interview. Interview, what they'll ask? What variables they have, what is the meaning of those variables? Small things, how to direct, what you will approach. Okay, I'm giving the interview questions, right? Prepare those interview questions and start it.
Okay, sir.
Okay? So
Okay, sir.
prepare your resumes, send me your resumes, I'll review and I'll let you, then you can start uploading to Naukri.com and you can start to LinkedIn also.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
So anything, anyone? Fine then. So I'll send all these things today. Class notes, interview questions, test papers, resume copies and that. So that's it.
Okay, Sudarshan, thank you for everything. Actually, from zero, we are now with some knowledge here, right? Yeah, you gave a lot of confidence to us today. So maybe with that confidence, we will attend, and surely we will inform you if we get a job.
Sure. You've always been in contact with me. Once you get a job also, once you get a job, if you need a job support also, anything. Okay?
Oh,
while you're working, any doubts, you have anything, you are not getting this one, you're not getting how to approach, okay? So always reach out to me. I'll for everyone, for all the students, it will be. Okay? The
Okay,
group
sir.
also will be active. You can always be handed out, you can ask in the groups as well.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank
for everything,
you.
All the best for everyone. Yeah,
Thank you for your valuable information, sir.
thank you.
Because of at the starting, do not know anything about what is what, but we have some idea about 30 to 40%. We have the idea.
Yeah.
We are feeling somewhat confidence, but entering into the field is the main thing, na, sir.
Yeah. You have to enter, okay? You have to struggle, okay? Once you enter, okay, your life will be settled. It's a one-time job effect, okay? It's like
Okay,
a
sir.
government job only. You put in some effort, once you enter, that's it.
Okay,
You
sir.
don't need to learn anything again.
Okay, sir.
But for other IT jobs, for this as clinical as it's a one-time effort.
Okay,
It's
sir.
one time, it's a lifelong clinical process. You don't need to learn again all these other coding language and all, not required. For SAS, only SAS.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Fine then. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. And I'll get back to you, sir, after some time. Okay.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.